Servus Leute, wir sind hier auf der Tech 2024 in Nürnberg, einer Behördenmesse, wo es halt um das Thema Behörden, Militär, Polizei geht. Auf dem Stand von Black Trident. Ich bin hier mit Jimmy. Hi Jimmy.
Hey, what's going on, man?
All good. Yeah. Jimmy ist ein ehemaliger Green Beret, der 25 Jahre Dienstzeit hinter sich hat, und der ist jetzt bei Black Trident und betreibt die Black Trident Academy. Und er wird uns jetzt ein bisschen was dazu erzählen, was das so ist, was das so kann, einfach für euch so zum Mithören. So Jimmy, you have a very awesome history, very specialized history.
Just a guy, just a dude, man, just a dude, yeah.
Tell us a bit about you and what you do.
Kind of like long story short is after 26 years of being in the military, decided to retire, and in doing so I decided to move to Austria. I was actually blessed with linking up with this company, Black Trident. I had the awesome opportunity to stand up the training wing. So in doing so, I would like to create training how I would like to see training. And one thing that we tend to forget about training is everything that goes into it. Real quick, let me explain this to you. It's a holistic approach. It's also here in German and in English. But with that, I just want people to understand anybody can show you how to shoot a pistol, shoot a rifle. I feel like I do a pretty good job of it, just saying.
But there's a very cool video with TFB TV and you.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
Gibt's ein Video vom Feierabendblog mit Jimmy gemeinsam, wo er einfach so ein bisschen was zeigt. Das ist ein sehr cooles Video. Schaut es euch an, wir verlinken es hier unten nochmal im Video.
And let me real quick just explain that holistic approach. So it's like, hey, experimenting with times of, when we wake up and how we wake up. So we wake up in the morning, what does most of us do? They go right for the coffee, right for the cigarettes, right for the snooze. And what we're trying to do is something a little bit different. Not go right to all that stuff, but go to a glass of water and then go right to the gym. Start moving the blood, cold plunge, eat a good breakfast, a lot of protein shakes, good vitamins and minerals. Right after that, getting out to the range, catered lunch, going back to the range, coming back for dinner, sit everybody down. Yeah. After that, talk about some real stuff like sleep hygiene, depression, anxiety, like all the stuff that we go through in our lives, and then bring some, people that know a little bit more about that stuff than myself to talk to us about it. And then wind it down with some yoga and some sauna and more polar plunge session. Get guys to bed, focus on sleep, because it all starts with yourself.
So it's not only about shooting, it's more about the overall package, like mental health and health in general.
Think about it. When you show up to training and you had great sleep and a good breakfast, you tend to take the world in a lot differently. Like you're happier. You just want to tell people hello. Like, hey, good morning. Hey, how you doing? To the point where they think you're crazy, but you're just high on life, just doing it the right way, man. So just encouraging just a whole nother approach with it. We've been working a lot with the NSCA, the National Strength and Conditioning Association, with that because they've been long partners with us, helping our human performance out. Basically, Logan, he's actually here running around somewhere. Mind if I bring him in real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Good. We'll just throw him right on the spot. So this is Logan Birding. A little quick history about yourself and kind of what you're doing and how you support us.
Yeah, so I was a strength and conditioning coach for the Department of Defense for quite some time. I now work for the National Strength and Conditioning Association, and we have a tactical strength and conditioning program, which includes our certifications along with the tactical strength and conditioning course. It's same concept with working with Jimmy for a long time is optimal gear is important, but what's also important is having an optimal operator behind the gear. So how do we mentally and physically make them the best operator we can get and also keep the longevity of a multi-million-dollar asset such as an operator?
Multi-million-dollars, just say it.
25 years.
Yeah. How do we keep him healthy and the longevity behind all of the optimal gear for as long as possible, so he can be an operator as long as he wants to be one.
And I can attest to it. I've been shot, and it sucked, and these guys got me right back up on my feet, full 100%, man. And there's a lot of credit to what these guys are doing. So, yeah, and I just want to help other people, get there, get motivated, get in the gym, because it's really hard to pick up and start living a healthy lifestyle because we build these bad habits, and it takes help. You're there helping your buddy out. I want to be that guy to help you guys out.
In terms of shooting, that's one thing.
Oh yeah, the shooting,
fitness stuff, and shooting.
Absolutely. So it's a whole other approach too, like the same concept. So when we're instructing, I want to make sure everybody understands what we're doing before we even do it. And it's all about controlling the environment, meaning if I'm going to show you something for the first time, right, I want to make sure it's in an environment where you'll listen to me, you'll pay attention, and it's comfortable for you, and it's comfortable for myself, right? Because establishing like a trust, a bond between each other, show each other something. Later on, you validate in austere environments. So my biggest approach on that is controlling the environment in which we train in to make sure it's it's good for you guys, you know, and just more of like a casual approach rather than some guy screaming on top, hey, you better do this, you better do that. There's a time and a place for it, but for the most part, at first, it's establishing a connection between each other and making sure we understand what we're doing, what the goal is, execute it, go home happy, man.
Yeah. As far as I know, Black Trident Academy is only for military and law enforcement agencies, no civilians, unfortunately. Also keine Zivilisten.
First responders too. We are
First
working
responders,
with first responders. So firefighters, if you're out there, haven't forgot about you guys. EMS services, stuff like that.
Are there few things you can still show us and also the civilian audience?
Yeah, absolutely.
What to do with an AR or what to do with a gun? Like for instance some manipulations or transitions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ja. So Jimmy will euch jetzt ein bisschen was zeigen, wie er die Waffen bedient, wie er zum Beispiel eine Transition macht mit dem AR-15. Einfach weil die Black Trident Academy an sich eher für Behörden, Militär, Polizei exklusiv ist. Aber er wird uns trotzdem ein paar Dinge zeigen, die auch wir Zivilisten so aus dem Video rausnehmen können und da ein bisschen was dann noch uns abschauen können.
All right, hey, real quick, just want to show off the Sling Keeper. It's one of my favorite products here at Black Trident. Keeps the sling nice and neat when you're pulling your gun out of a bag or pulling it out of a car. So the first thing you do, deploy the sling, just throw it around your neck because you don't know what's going to happen next, right? So from here, you know, I can get here, I can get in my support hand here, and the sling is nice and loose. But to make it more comfortable, climb in the sling, get your loop here. You can pull it down, tighten it up. You get your climbing on, whatever. And then you get back into the sling. First thing you're gonna do, pull your sling loose, dip your elbow down, turn your shoulder away to clear that shoulder coming out of the sling. And it makes it a whole lot easier to go from one side to another when it's just around your neck. All right. So once the shooting starts happening, I'm just around my neck. All right. This is a comfortable way to carry it. This is comfortable. This is what everybody does. But it makes it really hard to manipulate, you know, getting over to the other side of the shoulder, especially you don't know what your next move is. So as soon as I start hearing shots fired, I'm already out of the sling. Hit motherfuckers with it, grab your shit, like give them a little butt stroke to them, yeah. Hey, one thing that you can do to rig up the sling that's really cool, as you come out of the sling, when you tighten it down, you can use this loop here. Slide this hand through, and what it does is it holds the rifle upright, it keeps the sling from loosening up, and it keeps it more up and down, makes it easier for climbing. All right. Then as you come out of it, just bring it around. So just one thing to take in for that. Cool.
Wow, that was super cool. Thank you for the
Yeah,
insight.
man. No worries.
So, nachdem Jimmy ja eben quasi exklusiv für Behördentrainings buchbar ist und halt nicht für die Zivilen, haben wir uns gedacht, dass wir ein paar Videos mehr mit ihm dann machen werden in Zukunft. Einfach so ein paar Pistolenvideos, Schießvideos, Thema AR-15 und diese ganzen Sachen, damit ihr auch was davon habt. Auf jeden Fall sehr coole Sache. Thank you, Jimmy, very much for these insights.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take care. Und wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Video hier auf der Infostec 2024 auf Nürnberg. Bis dann, dranbleiben und bis bald.